All right, what's going on, y'all? Back with another classic. As you already see, you know what this is. Another A-body 1971 Cutlass. Before you guys start, yes, the top is up. I know if you've been watching the videos, we always start with the top down, but it is pouring down rain outside. As you'll see when we do the test drive, it's supposed to rain all day in the next 2 days, and we already had people calling on this, so I ain't want to have to keep putting the top up and down. So it's up for now. When I get it on the rack at the end of the video, I'll let it down so you guys can see that it works with no issues. But getting into it, as you can see, it's finishing a cool little brown, you know, nice beautiful brown color. Paint is probably about a 7.5 to an 8. We got the new General tires all the way around. These wheels, they've actually been repainted, so it look pretty good. Normally, you know, you see a little bit of color chipping off, rust, but they look pretty good. Moving down the side, doors look solid, look properly aligned. Gap looks good right here and looks pretty even there. Not perfect, but good enough in my personal opinion. Body molding down the side looks good, no issues there. I'm just gonna keep moving around. Coming down to the right, passenger quarter panel. Looks pretty solid. Again, don't see any waves or dents that need to be pointed out. While we're here, might as well look at the top. Top's in pretty good condition. No crazy stains or anything. To nitpick, right here in the front, I forgot what you call this part, but I know it's basically where it meets at the seal. You can see this is a little bit off. Looks like it might have been replaced, but nothing to really worry about. And then right around here, this is always one of the first parts to go on tops. Again, nothing that's going to nothing that's going to make the car get wet or make the top inoperable or anything. But because they start getting so tight, they start pulling that. That's just the weak point. So trunk looks solid, and this is why I said the paint is probably about a 7.5 right up in there. Color wise, she's solid, looks very good. But you can see a little bit of the imperfections, some of the marring here. And that's just, you know, normal car washes. You know, if you got a wife that puts her bag on the car, you know, I don't know if you guys got that, but, you know, I got to deal with that sometimes. So, bumper looks pretty good. No dents, no rust, no pitting. You see the reflection looks pretty solid in there. Coming on over to the driver's side. Again, this panel looks pretty solid. No creases, no waves. And keep moving around. Got a little bit of a scratch here. You can tell somebody tried to hit it with some touch-up paint. This is about 3 feet back, so it gives you an idea how it looks. And like I was saying on that side, you can see this side is better, but what I was talking about on all tops, when it wraps around this frame, again, this is a piece of metal with this super thin vinyl. It's just a failing point no matter what over time. But at the same time, considering how much tops cost and the amount of time they can take and being caught up in shop hell, I wouldn't replace this top. Very few times are you going to be driving with the top up anyway. Still moving again. Body looks pretty solid. Glass looks good. I don't see any rock chips, any cracks anywhere. And coming down the hood, again, looks pretty solid. Alignment looks decent. Not catching on the corners. So pretty solid there. Front of the vehicle looks solid. Bumper is good. No rust, no pitting. Headlight trim looks good. And you guys know, if you watch Cutlass videos, this is also another stress point. No cracks there. Let me go ahead and pop the hood. Got a 350 rocket underneath, as expected. Power brakes, power steering. This is a non-AC equipped vehicle. Other than that, she's pretty solid underneath. This fender, it does need to be painted, not gonna lie. We thought that it might have just been like some oil or dirt on there, but it's actually like discolored. Maybe somebody put some type of I don't know, maybe some hot radiator fluid got on it, maybe some other chemical, but we didn't want to paint it because it was going to look different than the one over there, obviously. So, but it's rather simple. Just hit it with some gloss black and keep it moving, unless you plan on doing a swap anyway. In that case, the motor got to come out. All right, let's go ahead and pop the trunk. Trunk super clean. Got your original jack paperwork and all of that. Carpeted at the bottom. OG spare tire. Can't lift this up because it's glued down, but I'll pull back what I can. And you can see it's pretty solid. It's got the original glue splatter and everything. So clean trunk. The interior is my favorite part of the vehicle because I love the saddle color interiors. Obviously I had the top down, so that's why the cover is there. It's in good condition though, you'll see it later. Rear seats look beautiful, no rips, no tears, no stains. Know it's a little bit different because the top is up, looks a little bit dark, but let me back up and get some light. Front seats are new upholstery, so no wear patterns of any kind. Obviously super clean, so don't really need to spend too much time on that. Carpet looks good. You can tell it's been taken care of. Got the mats and the plastic still on them. And here's our passenger door panel. The panel looks good, no warping or anything. Armrest has a little bit of shrinkage going on with the vinyl, so that happens obviously with the heat. Having a convertible, you have a lot more points in the vehicle that get hit with the sun non-stop. And as you know, the sun and water, two things that'll damage a car without even trying. Dash looks beautiful, nice and solid, no waves, no cracking, super clean. Get over to the driver's side. And again, as you already saw, seats are perfect. Front seats, like I said, no issues there whatsoever. This driver door panel looks a little bit better. Condition of the panel is the same, but the armrest doesn't have that little shrinkage going on, so you're good there. So give me a minute, we'll go ahead and knock out this. So we'll get started in the 71. Heat is on, it's blowing already because we had a FaceTime earlier, so I'm gonna turn that off so you guys can see that. No radio. Super clean though, but no radio. Horn works, windows are manual, lights are on, I can see there and in the front. Wipers good. We know the top works, you guys will see that later. Mileage reads 62,550. As with all these Cutlasses, the fuel gauge always goes all the way past full and it stays sucked. So I know we got gas, but the hand does not read accurately. So let's go ahead. Move this rug back. Ooh, brakes a little bit touchy. Almost put me through the windshield. As you guys can see, it's raining. It's been raining non-stop. Let's see how good these wipers are. Not very good at all, but they work. So motor sounds good, of course. I'm gonna just turn these off. We probably ain't gonna do nothing but just loop and come back, just because like I said, it's raining non-stop and I just don't want to be in, I don't be trying to keep the cars out in the rain like that. So speedometer is working, got us up to about 25 right now, no issues there. Alignment feels good, hands off the wheel, we're tracking straight. That's about how much play I got in the steering wheel. Nothing really to complain. I'm gonna just keep going, honestly. It ain't that bad. Motor sounds good. I don't hear any exhaust leaks or anything like that. Don't hear any ticking. Belts aren't squealing. Windows are up, so of course they're not going to be rattling in the doors. Brakes are a little bit on the touchy side. I have to double check. I think it's drums all the way around, but not that touchy actually. Might have just been on first go. Turn that back on. Let me turn these lights on. Apologize for the windshield chatter from the wipers, but solid. I can't gas it the way that I probably normally do, but I can get her up to like 40 decent speed. The tires are new, so I don't have to worry about that sliding around or anything, but like I said, she sounds good for sure. 350, you know, has a decent growl to it. Suspension feels good. I'm not bouncing all over the road. And as you can tell by the steering wheel, hands off again, she's tracking straight. So decent job for sure. Turn that off. I know that's gonna be annoying in the video. So yeah, I'm gonna get back and throw her on the rack and we will check out underneath and then go from there. Got the Cutlass up on the rack. Again, bumper looks solid. I don't have any dents, any rust spots, nothing that can be pointed out there. We do have a new gas tank, so that's always a plus. Looks like the car has been undercoated at some point in time, but everything does look good. I don't see anything that shows like weld spots or anything. Exhaust has been done from the muffler back. Some point in time they put new shocks on. Factory 10-bolt suspension. And going down the passenger side, that frame looks nice and straight. And floors look phenomenal. I have nothing I can really point out. We got a little bit, I can't get too close because it's pipe hot. We got a little bit of surface rust around the drive shaft. But again, that's normal anytime the coating starts coming off a little bit. Driver side, again, frame is nice and straight. I know you guys see all the water dripping. It's because, again, I try to make sure I shoot these videos in continuation straight off the test drive. So again, pans look solid for sure. It's got a new oil pan, I can tell, because there is not a scratch on this thing. So it's super clean. Sorry, trans pan, super clean. Oil pan looks clean as well, no signs of leaks. It's got a new starter on, new shocks, and as expected, drum brakes all the way around. Other than that, everything looks pretty solid under here. Man, I keep getting this water dripped on me, but everything looks solid. Front bumper is good. Again, we have no scratches or dents, so you're good there. And then rolling down this passenger side, wheels are new, all four corners. I mean, as we keep moving, again, the body looks phenomenal. I don't see any cracks, waves, or bubbling that needs to be pointed out. And there's our quarter fender. Let's go ahead and get on the driver's side. Again, this is super solid car for sure. All right, y'all, we go ahead and drop this top. Like I told you, I always start the car when I do the top so it don't kill the battery. Again, top works flawlessly. There are no issues here whatsoever. It's got pretty good speed as well. Make sure this don't get caught up in there. Which it probably still did. If I ain't pull it enough. Oh well. But like I said, top works flawlessly. I'm not gonna put the cover back on, but just so you guys can kind of see. It's in pretty good condition. It does have a split right here, but it really don't matter because it's still locked down, but it matches the interior. All right, so if you guys are interested in this Cutlass, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe below.